Hi everyone. Today we're going to take a look at the new formats of Kingdom CCG. Made some recent changes and we just want to go over with them because they're going to be impacting the way you play in the arena. The three formats are Limited, Standard, and Legacy. Now we introduced Legacy a few months ago, but we never really used it that much. We were just using it for Guild Wars, and Limited and Standard have been around since the beginning of Kingdoms. We've made some changes recently and we wanted to go over what those changes are. We'll start out with Limited. Limited is our format that is generally for newer players, but don't let that fool you into thinking that the competition isn't high in this format, as many of the longtime players enjoy this format as well. Let's take a look at what a Limited deck is and what makes it special. Here is an example Limited deck. Let's take a look at the rules of Limited. The deck rules of Limited are such. First, the deck size must be of 40 to 60 cards. Now that's the standard of all our formats. You can't have fewer than 40 and you can't have more than 60 cards in your deck. What makes Limited special and best for newer players is that it has a limited number of rares and epics and legendaries that can be in the format. Each deck can only have a maximum of 8 rares and 2 epics, and it may not play legendaries. The next point is that it only accepts cards from the standard legal sets. Now, this is a recent rule that we just added in to even out the play between experienced players and newer players. So let's take a look at what sets are in Standard. Here are all the sets. If you're a longtime player, you may notice that some of the sets that you used to know have been removed. The sets that are available for Limited and Standard play are Core, Promo, Guild, Arsenal, Premium, used to be called Holiday, Light Ascending, Descent into Darkness, and Reborn. Tribes 2 and Legacy are only to be used in the Legacy format. Finally, we have banned cards. There's one card in Limited that is banned, and that is Deploy Cannons, and that was banned because it was a little too powerful for the Limited format. And finally, Max Kingdoms 2. All Limited and Standard decks can only have 2 kingdoms in them. Here we see Belner is holy. Belner is a holy hero himself. The deck is automatically holy. As we only have 1 kingdom in the deck so far, we could add another one. So let's throw a couple of these Burning Embers in from the Elemental Kingdom. And as you can see now, we have 2 kingdoms in, and so this deck is still legal. If you look, this Pestilent Rat is not allowed. It's from the opposing kingdom. Each hero has an opposing kingdom, and for Holy, this is the Undead. Undead cards can never appear in a Holy deck. But we're going to take those guys out, and we're going to keep our deck 100% Holy. The Standard format is similar to Limited in that it uses the same sets. The key difference is that it does not have the same rarity limitations. You can have as many rares or epic cards in your deck as you like, but you may only have up to 4 legendary cards. Here is an example of a deck that is Standard. As you can see, there are lots of gold and purple cards, purple being epic and gold being rare. And here we have one other fact to notice. As you can see, we're playing Elemental and Mystical cards. Now, Elemental and Mystical are enemy kingdoms. With unaligned heroes, we can use any combination of kingdoms that we like. So here we're actually able to combine the powerful cards of Elemental with the powerful cards of Mystical. Decks in Standard are of a much higher power level than decks in Limited. Finally, we'll take a look at the Legacy format. Now, the Legacy format throws out all the rules and lets you basically build whatever deck you so desire. The only thing you're limited to is the size of your deck and the number of legendaries. There are no limitations on the number of kingdoms in your deck or the number of sets that are available. All the cards in the game are available for Legacy play. This creates some absolutely crazy decks with some of the most powerful cards in the history of Kingdom CCG, all thrown together in one deck. The only limitation for kingdoms is that you again cannot use the opposing kingdom, which is a sort of a standard rule from the inception of Kingdom CCG. And all 3 of these formats are available for live PvP competitive play with prizes to be awarded every 25 days, as you can see here. And you can check out the leaderboard or you can check out the prizes by clicking on these buttons. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the arena.